the icon, Henry Winkler, the Fonz from the series Happy Days that I grew up watching. He directed a movie in Florida, and it was with Burt Reynolds, and it was my first huge movie. And the guy that played my husband, another Florida actor, he and I drove up to Tampa where the audition was. We drove up from Miami and we were going to audition as husband and wife, and we were improvising the whole way. And when we got there and we did the scene, we made Henry Winkler crack up laughing. And it was such a satisfying thing to make him laugh because he is so talented and so amazing. And we were talking with him and we got the parts and we did the movie. It was called Cop and a Half. It was a fun part. He said, we were talking about how we want to go to LA or New York. And he said, give me your tapes, audition tapes. And I was like, okay. And so I had everything saved that I'd done. Lots of TV, little guest spots, commercials, everything in English and Spanish. And I put it all together. And like a few months later, I get a call from a huge agency in Los Angeles. And I'm in Miami and I get a call and they say, Henry Winkler gave us your tape and we'd like to meet with you. And I was like, what? Okay. Sure. I was prepared. It was exciting, but I knew what I was doing. I was prepared. I was working and I met with them and they signed me and I moved out to LA. And then I got a pilot right away with Burt Reynolds. He brought me in to read for it. I had worked with him on the film and I got that pilot. It was called Harlan and Merlene. It was a spin-off of a show called Evening Shade.
Is the baby coming soon?
Could be. You mind if I just feel your tummy here?
No. Shouldn't we call a doctor?
It was an amazing experience with Charles Durning, these iconic actors, and it did not get picked up, but not because it wasn't great. In fact, it was such a good pilot that it aired as a summer special. There were other reasons, political reasons, personal reasons that actors don't know, reasons that we're not in control of as to why it didn't get picked up. But I felt like I got a taste of what I should be doing. This is what you should be doing. You're supposed to be a series regular. You're supposed to be here. And I knew that, but it was great to get that validation right away. With my check, I bought shoes. I went to the Beverly Center and I got new shoes, 2 pair of shoes. I was like, yes, this is great. Henry Winkler was like such an amazing, generous director to do that for actors that he believed in. He helped us out. And I remember I bumped into him at the parking lot at Paramount one day and I said, hey, do you remember me? Of course I remember you. And he hugged me and he was really amazing. And we recently saw him in Barry and he was amazing in that. And it was cool to show my daughters, hey, that's the actor, director, producer, icon that handed my tape to an amazing agency and helped me get started out here in LA. And that was pretty amazing. So thank you, Mr. Winkler. You're still amazing.